Hey, Chad.
Hi.
Hey, Danny.
Hi. I had a kerfuffle with Streamlabs. I mean, not Streamlabs. OBS, but we worked it out. We
just
resolved
kick
our
its ass?
differences. We had a nice,
Yeah.
civilized conversation, and it was
Did
very
you beat
nice.
the fuck out of it?
We
Not-
were
not
very
OBS.
cool. We were chill.
Until no more poop was left in it.
What the
What?
fuck?
Hey,
Beat the
Chad.
shit out of it. Hi.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Oh, he meant.
I don't like that.
Beat the shit out of it is just same as saying punch it until no more poop come out of it.
Yeah, man.
No
No
more.
more poop.
This is gonna be an interesting stream. Here, let me take out your tunes. Okay, okay. Brisker time.
I can handle soundboard, I guess.
Yay, thank you.
Sorry.
No, you were right. Kinda. Alright, who wants to go first?
I can read Brisker for now, unless there's much ahead.
There's
We're
there's
missing
so much
someone
ahead,
with
Danny.
Damn. Okay. Shall we just start from the top and make our way down?
We can do that, yeah.
We are missing
Okay,
someone.
who's topping?
Selena's busy. God rest her soul.
God rest her soul. Student
Can we
emoji.
put
you get some
scallop
student emoji?
on?
Can we get an
Scallop.
07 in chat? Thank you very much.
I agree with Sean. It's scallop just here.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, put
I don't have Scallop's
Where is
image
he?
here. Wait.
Where? What? Fake fan? Where's the one
Scallop.
where you get the image where I actually busted my gut laughing at?
Do I still have? It's been so long. Okay, there's Scallop Witch. Jesus Christ. Jesus.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, Kanye, you can start, and then when I turn the next page, I'll go, and then after that, Sean. Yay.
Okay.
Okay.
Much fanfare was made of the trial. More than I would have dared to hope. It seems my luck has been returning of late.
The High Blood surely intend to make a spectacle of my conviction. They filled the court block with peasants ravenous for the comeuppance of a blue blood. I wasn't about to deny them what they came for.
It was kind of the authority to supply me with phalanx of such impressionable spectators. The weak wills were nearly as thick in the air as the rust in their veins. Funny how my other senses seem to have peaked since exchanging glances with the dragon. What an extraordinary specimen. How I've come to covet the creature since it ruined my fleet. I know too well the whispers of a dangerous new infatuation when they beckon. But I digress.
It was simple enough to nudge the hostility of the Lowbloods from one aristocrat to another. The subjugulators could not have been pleased, but nor could they have been altogether unamused, I would expect. I wonder if this was part of their unfathomable game. I'll never understand their riddles.
Not the news, bruh.
Oh no, not Red Glare.
I only regret I didn't get to hear the opening statement the neophyte had prepared against me. The case she compiled from all that evidence she burned must have been damning. I bet her remarks would have stung worse than when she severed my arm. She certainly would have shown me greater mercy by taking the other instead.
Alas, I mock to disguise the extent of my regret. Had my escape not necessitated her demise, she would have made a lovely rival. If she'd only discarded her childish preoccupation with justice, we might have made a striking scourge. Had we inched blacker, we'd have torn red miles across the land and sea. Unfortunately, the only miles to be found through her bureaucratic calling were those of red tape. When so ensnared, one is eventually bound to be choked. With the court block cleared, all that remained to obstruct my freedom was his honorable tyranny himself.
Upon reflection, Red Cleric showed the foresight of a true seer in thieving my arm before the trial.
Wow, panels that go hard.
Real. All the Ancestors panels go extremely hard.
So true. It permitted a fair fight.
Though I was free, I had no fleet, no matter. With the Gamblignant's decimated. I'd embraced the turn in fortune and pledged to put my sea grifting ways behind me. With any luck, the skies will be my future. My thoughts again returned to that dragon. But first, I was in need of temporary refuge. I sought it with the expatriates.
He owed me for the sweeps of protection I provided after his brazen defiance of the High Bloods. It was perhaps the only such courageous stand ever taken against a superior by one of his supercilious? Pedigree. And I'd not have bothered sticking my neck out for another. The admiration he'd won naturally wore thin as he persistently bemoaned his treason and banishment. And I was saddened to find this habit holding strong even now. I wonder if he still believes she was worth it.
Oh, I miss her, bros.
I miss her.
Repairing my arm would go a little further in squaring his debt with me. Even if I came with both intact, I might have ripped one off and put him to the task just to halt to his blubbering. Darklear was always a skilled machinist, and the work proved an adequate distraction. So pacified, he listened to what I had to say about my recent travails with the law and Pyrospite, and what I'd come in for in truth, the treasure he had been keeping safe for me.
I cradled the oracle in my synthetic hand, as if appraising by weight the mystic qualities it still concealed. With my vision eightfold seared away, I was blind to its secrets as the old doctor was to its present whereabouts. I learned to keep it cloaked from the awareness of the man who once called me his protege, a backhanded term of endearment from a smug manipulator. Locating his so-called dark pockets was the only gambit I had in countering his milk-tongued doublespeak. The expatriates, for all discernible reasons, seemed naturally surrounded by such a void in the doctor's awareness, and so was uniquely fit to inherit the orb. The doctor could not see his treasure, nor I into it. I considered what to do with it for a while. Should I find Pyrospite by consulting with the oracle, as I'd done so often, steal fortune from my adversaries? I guess exploiting some technological means of gazing through its surface may have been simple enough, but I hesitated. Every experiment granted by its counsel, though never instantly, came at a price. Knowing his nature, I'm surprised I only now recognize it as yet another instrument of his spurious benevolence. The dangerous byway of selective divulgence. The sense of infallibility his oracle brought me was superficial, and in hindsight weakened my readiness. Knowing my fate so far in advance, I took Red Glass threat lightly. The greatest mistake I have ever made was asking the orb when I would die. But as I revisited the prophecy surrounding this unfortunate query, something struck me. I thought of the man I would have as a matesprit centuries from now, who was said to command an army of beasts, the one it called the Summoner.
Maybe
I get the longest pages.
I know, we can alternate paragraphs instead, actually.
Yeah. If my obsession with the dragon should continue to burn for so long, would he be the one to assist me in training it? I did not have enough knowledge to ask the right questions when I had the opportunity. Were that the case, I might have asked if it would be these rare abilities of communion that would bring Power Sprite under control. Would it be on account of my influence? And if so, would I exert this influence by taking his will, or winning his heart? These are details I would have given no second thought in drawing from the orb. My curiosity, a force usually too much to quell. But now...
I have thought of the summoner often. I have been troubled to know that one so common-blooded, he could not have possibly have hatched yet, nor will he wriggle from the caverns for many sweeps. So I must have patience to take up my role in his story of heroism. It is a tale which reads to me as though lifted from a child's story, yet I know I'd be a fool to doubt its veracity entirely. He would rise through the ranks of cavalry reapers and assume command, having proven the most skilled and fearless of them. He would exhibit a remarkable this sort only recorded in myth, growing, or perhaps simply revealing a striking pair of wings. His army thus inspired would spearhead a major rebellion, surely one, at least, on the scale of the sectarian revolt crushed by the Highbloods, who, thereafter, forbade its mention, or any invocation of the heretical symbols at all, even in private journals. Which is why I will stick to the fable of the summoner, and not risk another execution with even oblique reference to the compelling tale of the sufferer. Oh no, Kanye!
Where did he go?
Discord funny crash moment, Kanye said. Wait. Damn, he wasn't kidding. Mucho texto. We can keep going if you'd like.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft. Redeemed hydrate. Okay, TMP, I'll drink to that.
Restream. Yo, hydrate.
Sippy. Welcome back, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh, this is Sean, by the way.
Okay.
But, if you want, we can cover for you. Oh, he died! Oh, hi, welcome back!
I think Discord's messing up for all of us.
Discord, guys?
This internet is fucked.
Oh no!
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Oh, in the meantime, I guess I could read it, if that's cool.
There you go.
Oh, welcome back.
They want me to suffer. Resolution to the Summoner's Mutiny is foggy, as I only understand what has been relayed to me through the brief answers I thought to solicit. Ultimately, the ire of what's that one? Condus would be such that in the settling dust of the conflict, she would banish all from the home world except the young. She would scatter all who reached maturity to the stars to fight her wars, I presume to keep them occupied. Existing in a less centralized state from which such a coup may arise. This is still an incredible notion for me to consider, and I cannot imagine how she would come to enforce such an upheaval in a civilization. Though I suppose she will have on her side the advantage of an unparalleled lifespan, and the leverage extended by the hideous psychic prongs of a deep and undulating monstrosity. That is, until she chooses another little witch to serve. Nevertheless, I take the predictions as truth and find it amusing that a homeworld dominated by children will be the Great Summoner's legacy, one of them at least. More importantly, and less amusingly, his legacy will be my demise. You see, I first learned his name when I asked who would be the one to kill me.
Ooh, screen's fucking up.
Oh.
Oh, I have never spoken nor written of him out of contempt for the prophecy, but to do so here in my final entry for this journal. I took this to be a pitiable fate, and scoured the orb for any means of escaping it, or at least to salvage a little dignity from the tale of my downfall. Alas, it had no consolation for my vanity.
Shut up.
If
it's any consolation.
I feel
There's
that.
no consolation.
Now
I feel
Homestuck's
good.
crashing. Oh no, bros. But as I sit here deciding what to do with the damnable little spear, I understand my error. It was not in failing to chart a course through future events to turn my fortune's tide, even so many sweeps from now. It was in believing the future was mine to know, and fortune mine to control. If this hero is meant to breathe life into my embittered heart, and if he is to earn the right to run it through, then so be it. For him, I will commit to this page my highest expectations, and for what precious uncertainty is left in my future, I renew my vigorous anticipation.
The oracle I will resolve to part with. I will conceal it in the crypt bearing the sign of the expatriate, with a map to its location hidden in this journal. To whomever finds it, be wary, for the truth it tells may leave its new keeper blind as I was. Though no more.
Woo.
Flip.
Can't say that.
Shut.
You press the down arrow, I think.
Oh.
Cool. This is where Terezi's theme comes from. We're gonna read this part?
Oh, do you want to? Thanks, I see you finally buys in this. Fuck.
Take your power while you're free to get a character.
I'm not a character. This is serious business, Briska. See, I bought my deadly coin, a sword, the cool coin, and everything. Fuck you.
Yes, I can see that. So you've come
Yes,
to
I can-
revenge then. I thought we all settled this a long time. Fuck.
No, not revenge, justice for the despicable murders of innocent troll.
Murders? Like plural?
Stream.
Oh no!
Tavros
Blind
dependent even
Justice
Gamzee. I mean, really,
Investigation,
Briska,
Malcolm
Gamzee?
Brown.
Gamzee isn't dead, you dope. He flipped out or something. Oh fuck, I'm spasming out.
What?
Well, yeah, okay. There was like one murder I was responsible for. You know Tavros? That was me, I guess.
Hmm.
But that's it. He's the only one I killed. Just that one guy.
Hmm. Ugh. Both know you can't beat Jack. Stream. All that happened is him lead him here and he will kill us all. He will follow your sugary pixie trail with his keen canine snout. I have already seen this in my seer Yep, C and I. Mine's
Fascinating. Why don't you tell me your terms already? Forget my pixie trail. At this rate, my snoring will lead him to us.
What I propose is simple. One flip. One shot. One head scratch, you go. The head
You're
stay,
kidding,
scratch, you go.
right? You want luck to decide this? Maybe you forgot who you're dealing with. I am the Thief of Light. You really... I've got all the luck, remember?
I did not forget. Well, will be Marquise.
Just flip the fucking coin, neophyte.
Gangster ass pose.
Poses that go hard. Feel free to screenshot.
This is just like what happened to their ancestors.
History is bound
Yeah,
to repeat itself.
I think our disc is broken.
Man, this stream quality sucks!
Oh, sorry, I have it in picture-in-picture shrunk into like 140 pixels by 140, my bad.
I think your cat might have been pissing on your router.
No!
The disc is too badly damaged. You can no longer play Homestuck.
Quit.
You are forced to quit. You will not be able to resume playing unless you can repair the scratch in the disc. You will need to seek the service of who is capable of fixing a scratch doctor, if you will.
Visit the doctor. Help.
Dream!
Oh, shit.
Sorry. No.
I know I've said it.
I can't say that on stream.
I know I've said it like every single time, but like hearing it just like out of nowhere just caught me off guard. Alright, here you go.
You rang? That was a joke. Of course you didn't. I don't have a doorbell, remember? Haha.
That's you. You're still speaking.
Oh. Please come in.
Green!
Banner! Oh, this part is so fun.
Welcome to my apartment. I trust you'll find my voice more palatable against this decor. I continue to be an excellent host. I'm expecting 2 more guests later. First one, and then another. Make yourself comfortable in the meantime, but don't touch the candy on the table. That is reserved for one of my guests. Let's have a look at this disc. This disc is fucked up. She really did a number on it, didn't she? It's virtually unplayable like this. What a shame. There are many moments trapped on this disc which you would have no doubt found to be quite exhilarating. But yes, I can fix it.
Oh, yes, earlier. Was the Homestuck quiet for you guys? The stream?
It was fine for me.
Okay.
It was a little quiet.
I can turn it up a little bit then. I just want, you know.
Just a wee bit.
I think it's fine for me also, yeah.
I'll turn it up a wee bit. Twas good? Okay, TM for you. I'll just turn it up a tiny bit. Ew.
It will take time, though, I estimate. By which I mean I am certain of, by way of omniscience, that when I am done, we will have reached just shy of the green circle on the card above. I'm sure you have already presumed this mark represents the beginning of Act 6, that this should be ready to run in time to witness the critical event. A confluence of thickly interwoven concurrent circumstances which have been meticulously arranged by myself, influenced to a much lesser extent by you, and by an even more negligible degree, our heroes. The scratch will be healed in time to watch these heroes put into motion. Yes, the scratch itself. If you don't mind waiting here while I complete my repairs, I will tell the rest of the story. I will show you as well as I recover data from my disk. But the visuals I supply will be nothing more than abbreviated snapshots, and my telling will be abridged. Immortality notwithstanding, I am not going to live forever, you know. Tick. And since, for once in my life, time is at a premium, let's get on with it. Where were we? Talk. Never mind, I figured it out instantly because of my unfathomable intellect, limitless knowledge, and mind-boggling charisma. Granted, my charisma had less to do with it than the other qualities, but that it didn't hurt, did it? Here, I'll show you. Tick. The seer of mine had challenged the thief of light to a simple game of chance. The result was the undamaged side. The thief would agree to stay. If not, she would go. Talk. The result of the flip was left inconclusive, at which point you decided to pay me a visit. But the inconclusive should not be confused with the uncertain. The actual result was trivial. It was a constant across all timelines. Both the seer and the thief knew this. The thief used her abilities to steal the fortune of her opponent and forced the flip to yield what she regarded as the most favorable outcome. The seer anticipated this move correctly. This is why I don't care much for gambling. While a sucker is born with each tick of the clock, a cheater is born with each talk betwixt. Also, because it is boring, and I'm already a very wealthy man. Tick. The seer relayed her terms to the generally understood argot of an assassin. The result, go, while at face value would suggest the thief was allowed to leave, was actually the seer's code word for the threat of death. This was obvious to everyone, including the thief. Talk.
Drink some water.
In a bit. While the thief turned to fly away, making a show of claiming her prize, the seer would stab her in the back the moment her guard was dropped. This was the plan. Not a particularly clever tactic in its own right, but its ingenuity didn't dwell in the novelty of the ruse, nor even the neutralized probabilities of the game of chance. Psychology was in play. Tick. Naturally, the thief knew this was her intent all along. She knew the seer would have understood the outcome to be rigged, and that she likely intended to kill her as a consequence of the fixed result. This was to be seen as an implicit dare to the thief to allow the flip to fall fairly, something which the seer knew the thief's ego wouldn't allow. And the seer knew the thief knew all this as well. This is another pair of cheaters attempting to play with the cards face up. Amateurs. Talk. Each was gambling, not with any vehicle of probability, which had been eliminated from the equation, but with each other's intentions. The thief indeed took the seer's bait, stealing the luck needed to affect the flip in defiance of her dare, and in turning to leave, she then posed a dare of her own to the seer, challenging her back up with an implied threat. This was the thief's gamble. She wagered the seer would not be able to go through with it. It turned out she was right. So ends a tale of rivalry. Well, almost. There's a bit more. But in order to understand its proper conclusion, we should first catch up with another of my other protégés, from whom I'm expecting a message shortly. The other seer. The other hero of light. Tick.
Wait. I remember the exact song and album this is from. Hold on. Where is it? Here it is.
Talk. Tick. Talk. Round 2. Here we left our human hero of light. She flew away to take vengeance on the north side of the scratch, that is, the one less angry and dangerous, the one not yet unmotivated by a compelling duel. Compelling, but not particularly challenging. The seer wouldn't win this duel. My apologies if this spoils the outcome for you. I can speak as discreetly about such matters against this canvas. Tick. I warned her. I warned my neophyte protege not to stare into that ball. Talk.
It keeps happening.
Keeps happening.
I told her about stairs.
Jesus Christ.
Moving on. I'll remind you that the pacing of my account will be characterized by a reduction in granularity from what you have come to expect by way of an undamaged disc. You will imagine the remainder of the duel to be sensational, and I will continue my steady distribution of facts as if they were pieces of candy poured from a bottomless white hemisphere. The duel ends, the seer dies, the slayer departs, and the heir comes back to life. This outcome was hardly a point of a suspense. It would be disingenuous of me to present it as such, and I will not belittle your intelligence with such a tawdry narrative ploy. It would be rude, and I'm too well dressed for that kind of behavior. If there truly stood some chance of permanence to the heir's corpsehood, I can hear you asking now, how could this moment later come to pass? And for that matter, what sort of story would this be with a human hero of breath made to stay a cadaver? Definitely not one the Alpha timeline would allow. And what sort of spectator would you be? If you'd forgotten the terms ruling the conditional immortality he won with his previous, similarly unceremonious impaling, he'd done nothing to earn martyrdom.
After his first conversation with Karkat.
Look at his smile.
Karkat's first conversation with him.
By which we might laud his fall as heroic, nor had he tasted notoriety. To secure death, one may pass just, and while I can't give you my assurance, I'm reasonably convinced of this much. When the hero of breath dies for good, it won't be as a scoundrel, but not for lack of a devoted mentor. If I had served as his mentor discreetly, rather than as his mentor's mentor, he may have stood a fair chance of perpetrating something underhanded. At the very least, his jokes might have been better. Instead, he got her. The other hero of light, always bugging him. Bugging and fussing and meddling. What's her deal? Let's find out. I believe there was a bit more to her story. I believe it was time to resume it. I trust you won't mind if I step away for a moment. I have an important guest arriving very soon. If you need me, I'll be up here making sure everything is in an order, which it already is, and keeping an eye, which I don't have, on the clock, which I don't need. Tick. Talk. Tick. Talk. Dong.
Oh, yeah, you see what happened at the top.
Yeah.
Tick. Talk. Tick. Talk. Tick.
She's so
Talk.
defeated.
Yo, we got Volume 7 and Mobius
We
Trip.
did it. Yo,
Apologies for my preoccupation. I've managed to pacify the rowdy of my two other guests with sugary little black dogs, so that I may continue my narration, but only briefly. In a moment, I will go stand over by my typewriter and teach my neophyte proteges the consequences for taking advice from strange men over the internet, while I continue to attend to my second guest, who is you from an earlier point in the story. Remember? We met here in my apartment a little while ago. At that moment, I was busy hosting you from the future, who is you right now, but I did not mention this at the time. I would introduce your past self to your future self and vice versa. But it is a well-known fact that past and future selves tend to not get along. A good host would never tolerate the potential for discord among us. And as hosts go, I'm simply the best there is. Please don't be alarmed. Your past you was just leaving. Where was I? Of course. The two heroes of light had challenged the same Jack Noir, the one straddling the scratch at about 20 hours of his own time, to a circumstantially simultaneous pair of duels. Circumstantial simultaneity is a concept more complex than its temporal analog, and is valuable for examining the properties of paradox space. It is the agent responsible for the major cosmic event, which pre-extinction Altonians came to refer to as the Great Undoing. The same concept rules for innumerable lesser events, which the critical moment shall be catalyzed, leaving including the break. My employee's arrival. There you go. The detonation of a very powerful bomb, and my own death. It is an abstraction weaving together the fortunes of otherwise perfectly disparate chronologies, such as those bound to a pair of distinct sessions. It's not fully comprehensible to a mortal mind, and the length I will go to explain it to you will not extend beyond the sentence. But the story will. The Slayer was, for the moment, unmotivated by the thief's motion for a compelling duel. The sight of the scratch, he opted for a more ruthless and calculating policy of extermination. On his arrival, not about to repeat the mistakes leading to his banishment, he quickly obliterated all 12 planets, followed by Prospect and Durst, to weed out all those who might outsmart him in the same manner. With his little fanfare, he seized the opportunity to follow the thief's trail quickly before it dissipated, and destroyed their hideout in the Vale. And now knowing her position, he would soon return for the duel she wanted, but not without a pair of trophies. Tick. Talk. Again, sorry for the interruption. My conversation with the girl ran a bit long, slightly exceeding the 1 second I scheduled for it. This is where events begin to outpace my awareness, and the deeper into this dark pocket we explore, the more I will be forced to speculate. I rarely have cause to rely on probability, but luckily for you, my guesses are better than anybody's. Tick. I've always believed that a good storyteller should keep a comprehensive record of past events on hand. A scrapbook of personal significance, for instance, from which he may piece together current moments from past ones of a similar, if not identical nature. It's more efficient. Talk. It's also logical, since there's essentially nothing new in paradox space. Everything that can happen is either a visual or substantive reproduction of something which has already transpired on a timeline, offshoot or otherwise. Tick. And if I'm going to speculate on this duel, I might as well make use of this earlier clippings. For this Slayer, this was round 1 against the Hero of Light. Talk.
Man, imagine this was animated, am I right?
Man,
That was
imagine,
so
man,
crazy.
imagine.
Yeah, incredible.
Andrew.
All I really need to do is flip it turnways, like so, and we have round 2.
Strife.
The thief would probably roll her dice.
Dude, your house is being set on fire.
Dude, this guy needs to shut up. And just as probably, due to her impressive hoard of stolen fortune, she would have a 100% chance of rolling her most favorable result. Ordinarily, this result would be almost impossibly improbable. The odds of the roll would be 1 in 16,777,216, to be specific. And to be less specific, 1 in...
To the 8th power.
Yes. Hee hee. Tick.
Yeah, she stole all their luck. Teehee.
She do be a thief of light.
Now she's going to super mode. Marquise Mind Fang.
She's skin shifting!
She
Talk.
the coolest sequences of panels in Act 5, Act 2.
Tick.
Let's go! Oh damn, I keep forgetting about the banner. Yeah, shit's happening.
Yeah, the banners. The banners are important.
Talk. In round 2, the Slayer would not be merely compelled, but challenged, if my guess is right, challenged by one claiming godhood before reaping the prodigious spoils from striking down a formidable endgame foe. One with the guile of a cheetah, the luck of a clover, the hubris of her mentor, and the drive known only to the pathologically competitive. I believe he'd be challenged, yes. Tick. But not outmatched. As one who shares the Slayer's source of power, my projection must give him an ambiguous advantage. But even so, while I continue to not be a gambling man, that didn't stop me from being a thing that was true. That didn't stop being a thing that was true or anything. Talk. I'm reasonably sure that if I was, I wouldn't bet against her. Moving on. Let's pull back from this ever-narrowing dark pocket. All this uncertainty is wearing thinner than the only pair of pants in an immortal's wardrobe, and I've much enjoyed navigating the vortices of alternative possibility. The path which alone has absolute mastery is the alpha timeline, a continuum I define as that which boasts exclusive rights to both my birth and to my death. Two circumstantially simultaneous events. Any divergence from this path, to my knowing, will taper into blackness like rotting roots. But if I was a seer, such offshoots would be fully within my domain. And if I was a seer of mind in particular, synaptic causality would be my specialty. A seer of mind would have given you a more reliable account, perhaps. But then, she wouldn't do many things. She would do many things I wouldn't. Tick. I hate this guy. A seer would support her allies in battle not with her weapon, but her vision. She would sift through dross of her comrades' poor tactical inclinations and examine the grim consequences. A seer would not charge into the fray headlong, but direct it as a conductor with a baton. She would have the sight to eschew the obvious gambits and find the path to victory disguised cleverly. A setback or even imminent defeat. She would behold the fortunes of friends and foes in totality and appraise them in contrivance of luck itself. She would know its mines were not to be plundered, but simply explored and charted carefully. Oh.
Taking notes?
Yes, seer.
Uh-huh. A true seer would know where luck is a given, where it is absent, and most importantly, where it doesn't matter at all. Tick. And she would know victory doesn't matter in a reality where all else is doomed to fail. Talk. What sort of story would this be, with our knight and seer made to stay cadavers? Certainly not one knight and seer, huh? To make to stay cadavers. Certainly not one the alpha timeline would allow.
Yeah.
And not one she'd allow either. Talk. Tick.
I'll be right back real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Talk. Tick. Talk. Tick. Talk. Tick. Talk. He's watching. Honk.
Oh, snowman.
Mm-hmm. Hog.
Bro?
Tick.
Oh god. Oh, we read this, but yes. Let me take a sip, actually. And you should take a sippy too. You read a lot.
I'm so fucking angry.
But he's green.
He should kill himself.
John, you're heading into the blackout, so I won't be able to see you until you leave. But don't worry, I can still sense you are there because of awesome powers, remember? Smooth move, ditching your computer like that, by the way. That was some incredible leadership you showed. Now I have to contact you through Rose, thus exposing me to the risk of actually having to talk to her. Your carelessness has put the Heroes of Light in a very awkward position, John. I hope you're satisfied. Just kidding. She's obviously a little too preoccupied at the moment to be sassing me. Just borrow her computer and talk to me when you get the chance, okay? I'll be waiting.
Talk.
Damn, the Heroes of Light are fucked. All of the dots, John. All 16.777216 million of them. Still dead, huh? Or are you too busy weeping over her corpse to pick up that headset and answer me? You can't fool me, John. I know you are not staying dead for long. And it's not just because I can clearly see you're alive in the future. You see, we are both the best there is, and therefore we have special privileges when it comes to mortality. It's hard to keep a god dead for good. We can only die under very specific circumstances, didn't I mention? I just muted Kanye's stream.
TikTok.
Nothing too glorious about the way you died, I bet. Let me guess, even after all my lessons, you allowed yourself to get sucker stabbed, right? Pretty lame. I mean, lucky for you it was lame. I guess being lame pays off when dying a hero is what gets you killed. If our hero of breath reached god tier, he would have been completely indestructible. LOL. Damn, I forgot. I was going to stop ribbing on that guy since he got stabbed through the chest and died. Whoops. Anyway, I figure you're probably safe from a just death too, since I'm pretty sure you haven't done anything all that despicable. Yet.
Stop.
I don't know for sure, but I'm betting that if I go to fight Jack, it will wipe out all the bad things I've done. I think if I die, it'll be a hero's death, so it ought to stick. Pretty good motivation to win the fight though, don't you think? One way or another, I think this will be my last big challenge as a gamer. As such, I would like to pass my die on to you. It is very important to me that they stay in good hands, John. That you continue their legacy, and that of my ancestor. 8's the 8th? Use the code. I'm sure I can count on you to make something awesome with it.
Slick, I am serious. Please stop.
Ah, this panel is so cool! Ah!
Very flashy.
Still not alive yet? Man, you better hurry up. She probably doesn't have much time left. Trust me, what she's going through on Durst right now isn't much fun. Okay, I guess I should mention why I'm trying to contact you now of all times, rather than just skipping ahead. Remember how we talked about your backup plan? The one where you have devised to defeat Jack in the off chance I fail? Well, it's not going to work if Rose is dead, is it? You have to wake her up. Breathe some life into her. Do the windy thing with your lips. You know what that means.
I'm back.
Oh,
Welcome back.
Yo. Oh my.
Gotta kiss her. Don't worry, I still can't see you, so there is no reason to be bashful or anything. And since we are a couple of professionals here who are focused on winning, we both know it doesn't have any meaning. It's not like I would be jealous, even if I could see. Why would I be? Or maybe that didn't even cross your mind. Man, why am I even talking about this?
Oh my, oh my, oh my, this will not do at all.
Let's just forget I said that. This isn't really how I wanted this conversation to go. I guess I was assuming you'd be talking back by now. So now I'm just talking and spinning my wheel device like an idiot. Maybe I don't actually know how I wanted it to go. I guess I could just shut up and skip ahead on your timeline a little and talk to you when you're alive. That would make sense. So, I guess I will do that. But then, maybe if I did, I wouldn't actually say what I wanted to say. So, I will just say it.
Pardon me while I adjust the narrow, fenestrated wall.
What the fuck? To be honest, I am nervous about this fight. But I'm still going through with it for a lot of reasons. To save my friends, or at least the ones who are still alive. Oh, and I guess to save reality itself from being totally fucked up. There's that too. But I think what's motivating me to win this fight the most is the possibility of getting to meet you when it's all over. Maybe I can finally put... Oh, whoops. Maybe I can finally put all this terrible stuff behind me. And I won't have to worry about being the best anymore or proving what a ruthless killer I can be. Maybe I can try out whatever is supposed to be normal for a human. Who knows, it might not be as boring as it sounds. Maybe if you're not too freaked out by all the bad things I've done or the fact that I am an alien, we could go on a date?
To redirect the view from this impropriety of goodness.
Don't worry, and it could be a human date, whatever that entails. No weird alien stuff, I promise, and no killing or murders or even talking about killing or murders and such. Just whatever you like to talk about and think is cool. I could even be persuaded to watch more of your absurd human films. You like any others which feature that rugged human with the long hair and wounded arm? You know the one, the sweaty guy with the mutilated animal and the speech impediment. Those would be tolerable to watch, I bet.
There.
Well, think it over. Before I go, I'll get in touch one more time later on when you're alive and maybe have something to say about it. Oh yeah. Sorry about your adult male guardian. I wasn't trying to be deceptive by not telling you. I decided not to, because I didn't want to be the one to make you sad about it. Was that selfish of me? I don't know. You would have figured out regardless. Like, we all did. There are things we care about that we just have to leave behind. It just sucks for those who aren't in as much of a hurry to leave it all behind as me. Wait, someone's coming. Hang on.
I'm a wonderful chaperone as well as an excellent host.
Oh god, she's wearing her RP outfit! What the hell is she up to? Man, she's got her dumb dragon doll and everything. Guess she means business this time. Damn it, I've got to go deal with this now. Anyway, if you actually get around to reading any of this, thanks for listening, John. If my outrageously great luck has any say in the matter, we will be meeting up in no time. Just, please consider what I said. Okay. Later!
Tick, tock, tick.
The...
Here it is.
Bruh.
Stop. Oh, for crying out loud. Slick, I can tolerate many things from a guest. Curt manners, egregious womanizing, murdering the help, casual arson, even atrocious cannibal etiquette.
Oh, the top.
Oh hell. They strafing. Nick.
Dead.
But it is the desecration of a priceless timepiece where I must draw the line. I'm afraid I must now insist that you take your beating quite personally. Break.
That's John.
Hey, are you there? I know what you said, but I can't tell if it worked. Hello? You didn't fly off to fight Jack yet, did you? I hope not. Anyway, all that stuff you said sounds fun to me. I have hells of the Cage flicks in my library. I do not even care if you're an alien. You see, Cage is the universal constant which unites us all. Well, if you haven't flown away, I'll look forward to your message in the future. It would be nice to talk about all the stuff that's happened. Anyway, bye.
Kanye, can you step in for this?
Oh, God.
Hey!
Oh my fucking hell. This is so insanely awkward and sad.
What is?
Hang on.
So heads?
Oh god.
Hey!
Kargath! That was you? Where's Vriska?
She
what?
Shit, I feel like an asshole for reading this whole thing.
What whole thing? You mean what she wrote?
Yeah,
Why are you snooping around her computer?
because... Wow, okay. So let me ask. Did you both actually like each other? Like, I mean, something vaguely resembling actual, genuine, mutual sentiment or whatever. Not some lopsided pinning bullshit.
What are you talking about?
Did you like her, you windsock-headed shitmouth? That's what I'm asking.
Well, yeah, why?
Okay, that's fine then. We'll talk about it later.
Talk about what?
I need you to be able to think straight. We have important shit to go over, and I don't have much time.
And so on. Alright, like what?
Plans.
What plans?
Never mind that. First, get out of the fucking blackout to a place where I can see you. Leave now, and I'll contact you in a while once you've landed.
Landed where?
Lohak, obviously.
Oh, obviously.
Well, how else do you think you're gonna cause a scratch, idiot? Do you even have any clue what's going on? Wait, of course you don't. You're wearing pajamas and giggling at clouds like each one was shaped like the rudest bit of naked anatomy a human could recognize.
No, I'm not. I mean, yeah, I'm wearing some pretty nice pajamas. But I know lots of things, like about the tumor, which I've already discovered. I mean, the tumor. Wait, fuck. I mean, screw it. You know, the big bomb, some other stuff like that. I'm totally in the loop.
Great, awesome. Now get going.
So I have to cause the scratch, huh?
Okay, I'm done here. Talk to you in 1 second for me. One long, windy fucking journey for you. Okay.
Hi. You let me down, Slick.
Adagio Redshift, yeah!
The first mention of freight motifs, and it's in a panel that barely anyone reads.
Dave Jade!
Let's get down to business.
Aren't you gonna ask me how my journey was?
No.
It was long and windy, but a lot of fun. I really like flying. It's so much fun.
Oh, I bet. It is just the biggest fucking blast a guy can have without a pair of shame globes secured in his two trembling fists.
You haven't tried it?
Every douche got to fly but me. Even the useless legless fuck. May he rest in peace, I fucking guess.
Wait, is that the guy who Vriska killed?
Oh god, you actually know about that? You know what? I give the fuck up trying to understand you and her.
Why?
Egbert, goddammit, will you shut your mouth and listen?
Okay, but is something wrong?
What?
A while ago you talked to me and it sounded like you were in danger. And it sounded like some people died, but you never told me what happened. So then I got distracted by a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah, something is wrong. Or it was. A bunch of us died at the end. I don't really want to talk about it.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes, and not just because, the clock is rapidly ticking down to something we're calling the critical moment, and no, I don't know what that is, so close your reeking question geyser before I'd ask.
But I'm your friend, aren't I?
Oh, God.
What? Well?
John, I can't handle talking about it, okay? I just got done, dealing with Gamzee, and I'm feeling pretty emotional about it, so please, no.
Who's Gamzee?
He was my best friend.
Really? I thought Terezi was your best friend. Oh wait, maybe she was your girlfriend. I forget.
My think pan. It hurts. It is. Hold on.
Okay.
You might need to start looking for a stopping point soon.
Oh, okay. We're reaching very close to what Kanye decided would be the stopping point, I believe.
How many pages?
How many pages, Kanye? Let's see. 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is presently threatening to make me its bitch, John. Is that what you want? Do you want your cool alien pal to become the bitch of a raw, throbbing think pan? Such as the scenario before us.
Sorry, I don't mean to be nosy, but I just want to know some things about your situation. I am concerned.
Gamzee was my very good friend, who was this goofy, lovable bullshit clown until he went on a fucking rampage and killed some people. I liked him a lot. I don't know, I guess my best friend is really just the guy who I happen to be feeling the most sentimental to at the moment. Is that a fucking crime?
No. I think I know how you feel. So he killed some people, and then what?
So then
It's okay, you can tell me.
John, trust me. You wouldn't understand. It's just a troll thing, humans wouldn't get it. You might think I was a shithead, and I can't deal with that not right now, on top of everything, so let's drop it.
Okay, if you say so. Oh, I can't believe I almost forgot. I've been dying to know since I left the battlefield. Do you know if Rose is okay? Did it work? I thought I could rely on you of all people.
Jade, fuck him up! Fuck yeah!
Yeah, get him, Jade.
Woo!
Then she woke up on Durst. She's fine. She woke up alive on Durst.
Really?
That's the rule, John. You kiss a dead player in time, and their dream cells take over, assuming they still have one.
Oh, wow.
It's incredible you reach God tier status without even understanding the more mundane means of resurrection available. Wait, your unfailing cluelessness makes it the opposite of incredible. My mistake.
So I guess it would not have worked. I guess it would not have worked on my dad then, or Rose's mom.
No, but that is exactly what I wanted to picture happening behind the black curtain, John. You snogging up your dad hatted. Your dead-hatted man, Lucis. There you go. Thank you for the mental image. Or Rose's adult human woman, Lucis. Maybe a dead woman sweeps your seniors more your cup of sauce. Since apparently you are not a homosexual, whatever that means. I'm not gay, John. Not even to speak your race's absurd qualms with the notion of incest, which again, still sort of wondering how that can even be a thing. Is that your game, Egbert? Have you had your eye on mundane Lalonde, Madame Lalonde? Oh my god. And you've been waiting for a convenient resurrection opportunity to bust out your passionate smooch motives, kept in reserve, and in front of her dead female offspring, no less. Just shameful.
Well, she is a very pretty lady, but that seems like a really inappropriate thing to think about, Carcat.
You don't say. What are you even talking about anymore? Dude, come on.
I don't know. I'm frankly pretty upset about finding them dead in the magic castle, and I guess I was wondering aloud if something could have been done. Or at least maybe to talk about it without angry tirades being involved.
Exactly. You are embarking down the tragedy lane and we've got to stamp that garbage out. We can't have you getting all morose while we've got so many irons in the fire. Fuck, loaded phrase. Forget I said that. Just calm your shit up and just clam your shit up and forget the stupid guardian, like I did with my dear crab monster custodian, who I adore it in no way whatsoever.
You are being a douche. Wait, what am I saying? You're always a douche.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that was a crab monster?
Shut the fuck up. We are talking about something important. Rose, remember?
Yes.
She's waiting on Durst for your bomb to be delivered. It will arrive safely a little later.
A second John has hit Durst.
How do you know it? How do you know it gets there?
Jade told me.
To do what it is you do best.
Doodly firearms.
Dave actually dies this time.
God, Dave, no! No.
Jade from further ahead on your timeline, before my piece of shit clown bro made everything terrible here. She and I were hammering out these plans. I talked to her across pretty much the full spread of her timeline until the scratch starts and the feed cuts out. So I have some sense of the whole picture here. It's my job now to put some things into motion.
That's cool. It's nice to hear you are working. I hear that you are working together. I should pester Jade and see what she's up to.
You should sit your ass tight and do the fuck what I tell you the fuck to fucking do.
Oh.
Anyway, she and Dave do a lot of frog breeding and accelerated the process significantly by exploiting time travel with help from me and Kanaya, since we were in charge of frog duties in our session.
Frog duties? Wait, which one's Kanaya again?
Don't interrupt, I'm following a train of thought. Okay, Kanaya is my other best friend, and she was the hero of space like Jade, which means she's the stoker of the forge, and is basically in charge of frogs, which sounds fake as fuck, I know. You breed the right frog to make the universe you want to make, which is a long, arduous process, and I kind of fucked it up in my game. That's a whole other story, which I'll get into later, okay?
Wow. Okay.
She and Dave ran into Jack, which I'm sure he must have saw coming because I've never seen anyone exploit time travel so shamelessly as he. Not even Aradia.
Aradia?
Just another dead troll who cares.
Oh.
Stop frowning, she was already dead before she died. So she and Dave fought with him a while, long story short, he died.
What?
But it's fine, I guess that was his plan, like some bizarre useless last stand. Even if he didn't tell Jade, who was pretty freaked out until I talked to her through it.
Did she kiss him too? You're not supposed to kiss her, Mr. Noir.
Aw, he
You're
looks
supposed to kill her.
Oh. He looks a little ashamed, like, oh.
That's the Beck in him.
The Beck is, oh.
Beck literally killed the first human that Jade has ever seen in her entire life. Other than her, like, dad, who then died. Or granddad, my bet.
Yeah. Look at him, he's like, his ears are all reared back. Beck.
Beck, I miss him.
Beck.
Yeah, right there. I'll jacked watch like a fucking creep, but it worked.
Oh my god, Carcat, it's like your shitty shipping grid is coming true before our very eyes. Haha, remember when you made that ugly thing?
Who gives a fuck about shipping? My ludicrous stranglehold over all topics concerning romance. I'm still talking. He woke up alive on Durst and met with Rose. That was the end of the line for Alpha Dave, to my knowledge. He doesn't time travel after that, and he and Rose stay on Durst waiting for the bomb until you start to scratch. But I can't see either of them because of the black hole lingering around Rose for whatever reason. Nobody knows what's up with that. Regardless, his job is to plot a course through the ring to find the sun. When he does, either he or Rose will deliver the bomb. I don't know which.
Now leave and never darken my door again. Oh, but now they don't have dream cells left. Whoever goes will be risking their life for good, won't they?
That would be the logical extension of those facts, yes.
This is unacceptable. Couldn't I do it? I am apparently immortal because of this god tier business, so the bomb probably would not kill me.
Okay, but don't you think there's a remote possibility that going on a suicide mission to save all of reality wouldn't count as a heroic death?
Maybe I could try to be not all that brave while I do it.
You asshole, of course you'd be brave. That tends to be what happens when you do something really fucking courageous.
Yeah, I just don't want to lose anybody else is all.
That's just how it is. I've lost friends for way more pointless reasons. You're all out of options here. You'd be risking death just as much as they would, and they're better qualified to handle this mission as the Durst streamers. Jade's stream self is dead too, so she's out. Or to be more specific, her dream self is an overly emotional dog who went off whimpering somewhere. I'm pretty sure she would be completely useless.
Oh, yeah. She mentioned something about that. She said she prototyped her dream self? What happened with that?
She doesn't like to talk about it. Kind of a sore subject.
Why?
She thinks she's selfish and completely hysterical, and I guess hates that part of herself she represents. But I mean, the thing is, she spent a long time being dead and moving on. It's not like you can just bring somebody back and expect them to give a shit about all the stuff you think is important. I've tried to tell her that her sprite self is probably nowhere near as despicable as she's making out with herself to be. I mean, making herself out to be. You know what I mean? Look, all I'm saying is, we all got flaws, even her. And for all the shit she's giving me on this very subject, she keeps herself dangling from a very high hook. She'd be doing me a major personal solid by making it at least some attempt to get herself off. I mean, wait, fuck! What did I just say?
Wow.
I mean, let herself off. The hook. The fucking hook. It's a figure of goddamn speech.
Huh?
Put those back down before my hot acid rage breath burns them off your idiotic fucking face.
Okay, I'm putting them back down as not suggestively as possible.
What were we even talking about? Wasn't this whatever this is?
What is what this is?
It's nothing, you shit. It has been the conversational equivalent of us whistling through a washed snout barrels while touching each other inappropriately.
What was that another weird erotic slip of the tongue?
No. That was me being worked up into this ridiculous fucking conniption and saying something inflammatory. God! How does that not be clear by now?
Okay, well, what I'm getting from this, aside from the possibility that Jade may or may not have kissed Dog Jade at some point, is that neither of them will be able to help with this bomb plan.
That's exactly right. The pajama prodigy uses puzzle sponge today. Besides, Jade is responsible for other important parts of the plan. For one thing, you'll have to wait for her to send you the code for the quills. You can't scratch the mesa without them. She got them from her denizen, or will later on her timeline. Now that she lit the forge and woke the monster up.
Aren't those the really tough to kill guys?
Yeah.
Did she kill him?
Hell if I know. Her explanation of the entire encounter boiled down to, and I quote, shenanigans, line for infuriatingly vague.
Haha.
Anyway, after she gives that to you, she then has to go through with the rest of the plan, which is making sure you all survived after the scratch, minus one of the dirt streamers, of course. The plan revolves around some really baffling, hand-wavy mumbo-jumbo, which I don't really understand, but she told me to trust her about it, because the info comes from a reliable source. Waiting for a smug tool. If I have something to do with the, I don't know, yellow lawn ring, which isn't the human word for it. It's just your word is so dumb I feel dumb saying it.
Word for what?
I guess your entire escape plan somehow pivots critically around the unwanted, yeah man, unwanted piece of residential property? Doesn't matter what it means. Jade says she has this figured out and I don't have much time to, but I trust her. The point is, she's all booked up and all too mortal, and so she won't be delivering the bomb, and neither will you.
Okay, well, what about this? Since she is mortal, and I am not, sort of, and I don't need to do the research for a while, can I go help her? Maybe she could use some protection. Maybe that is what Dave was just trying to do when he temporarily died. Remember, Jack is still on the loose. He has killed Rose and Dave once, and me twice.
No, sweet bleeding Jigus, Egbert. You keep bragging on about your immortality and then brainlessly announcing plans to go off and do something heroic. You're going to have the shortest lifespan of any immortal in history.
Sorry.
Besides, it's a total non-issue. Jack wouldn't hesitate to stab you again, but he won't hurt Jade for some reason. If anything, you could use her protection.
Really?
I never noticed when looking through her timeline earlier. It wasn't until I was talking to her in those time frames, and she told me he keeps following her around. I could see him off in the distance in some frames, just lurking there, shadowing her movements, and it's incredibly disturbing. He lingers around her until the scratch begins, and I lose the feed, never once doing anything threatening. She says she thinks it's because Jack inherited the loyalty of her Lucis. If she's right, I guess her Lucis really did offer her the most protection possible by prototyping himself, albeit by doing us all, the fucking idiot.
Aw, that's actually kind of cute.
Sadly, he holds no such loyalty to any of us here. He regards us all ripe for the repeated skewering. Oh, fuck, maybe we should have just dressed like Jade? I can't believe that stroke of genius only occurred to me now.
I don't think he would be fooled. Dogs have a pretty good sense of smell.
It was a motherfucking joke!
Will you look at this mess?
Who closed last night?
Anyway, doesn't matter anymore. We can ride this out for a little while longer until the critical moment, and Dave/Rose can destroy the sun. Jack shouldn't be a threat. Conveniently, if they're successful, that will signal the beginning of our escape plan.
What is your plan?
Apparently, the explosion will be so huge, it will be visible at great distances throughout the furthest ring, even from different sessions, like yours and ours. You won't get to see it, because by then your session should be wiped out by the scratch. But we will. The plan is to use it as a beacon to travel there as a rendezvous point.
Rendezvous with who?
We've got people there. That's what Jay tells me.
Jay knows so many things lately. What even is her deal?
Hell if I know! This is basically dream intelligence. Every time she goes to sleep, she has more to ramble about. She doesn't actually go to sleep to find out, but I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to be napping between making all these plans and getting persecuted by this damned demented honking asshole? So yeah, we'll meet in the aftermath of the explosion with our people on the inside, or I guess I should say the outside. I don't think they can come with us though.
Come with you where? Who are they?
Dead people. As for where, it's not like we're going to stick around there forever. That would probably be depressing since we're not fucking ghosts. The scratch will rebuild your session and your whole universe actually. So somewhere in this dreadful abyss, a new session will start up its own encyclosphere from scratch. Look at that, another pun! Because using that fucking word every other chance, every sentence, kill me now! But that from scratch, fucking lol, session is what you're shooting for to survive. The idea is for all to preserve yourselves by escaping there.
Through the laundering?
Yes. Once you're there, you will help us find our way there too. Then we can all finally figure out what the fuck to do with the rest of our lives.
So then, this is how we're supposed to meet. That is kind of exciting.
Yeah, I guess. If enough of us are alive by then to meet.
So I guess you are not worried about it turning to a huge sloppy make-out fest anymore.
Right! John, you and Brisker better keep your hands to yourselves, or everyone's going to be really uncomfortable. No interspecies funny business, is that clear? Blah! I am convincingly flipping my lid about this, waving my arms around a lot, making all my best yelling faces. Wow, look at that, it's time to change the subject again.
Huh?
Poof, subject change! If it works and you wind up in the new session, that's why it'll be important to make sure one of the Dirt Streamers stays with you, so they can help guide us there from the ring.
Would there be other players in this new session? Like alternative universe versions of ourselves or such?
Probably, but those chumps won't know anything about us or all our plans. Why would they?
Yeah, I guess it's just kind of a weird thought.
Sort of everything we just talked about. This is the thing that has you tripping globes? Whatever you say.
But I guess it's sort of comforting too. If Rose or Dave have to go off and die, at least I get to see them again in a way. Even if I will only be an alternate universe John to them. Maybe my dad will be alive in that session too.
Okay, maybe. But before you get too excited about that, you've got to make sure you get there first. Which means you have to do what I say and stick to the plan. You need to focus on getting ready to start to scratch. The game doesn't make a hard reset that easy to pull off. Once you initiate it, the game throws everything it's got at you. Which is one reason why you're the best guy for the job. Because of your superpowers and silly win bullshit.
Okay, I'll do my best. What should I do right now?
Get prepared and make all the equipment you think you'll need. Stay out of trouble. Wait for Jade to send that code. Wait for me to contact you for the first time and do your best to humor him while he ignorantly attempts to flame you back into the puddle of slime you crawled out of. Please.
Oh man, our first conversation ever? I can't wait.
Yeah, but can I just say something in my defense before that happens? I don't actually hate you, and I never did. I was deluding myself. Deep down, I'm sure I was always pretty okay with you.
Haha, thanks, Carcat.
It wasn't a fucking compliment!
You're so silly.
This scrapbook is now in hopeless disarray.
Okay, this is the page, yes?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
1873.
Thanks for hanging in there, guys. Wow.
Yeah, Bella.
You're so tired, Sean. It's time for you to eat.
The amount I had to read.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. He's just like that.
You be talking.
I'll say again, he should kill himself.
Oh my gosh. Closing that. Yay, we survived stream! Hooray! Yippee!
We did it!
Yay! Thanks for reading, guys. Thanks for reading so much, Sean. Salutes.
Yeah.
And TMP got so sad. I understand. That part with Vriska is really good. It's really good. You told me to focus. You asked what Homestuck even was, and I guess that's pretty much it. Yeah. Any last words before we end the stream, guys?
Yeah.
I love you guys. Can't wait to end Act 5 Act 2 next stream.
Yeah, that's gonna be next stream, and then Act 6.
Dylan returns.
Dylan returns, yeah, baby! I won't stream for a while, so hopefully by the time we do stream again, everyone will be here. Yay, hopefully. Hopefully. Okay. Good night, everybody. Good night, TMP. Bye-bye. Goodbye, stream.
Bye, stream.